SAO is the worst anime ever made. Tim Burton's movies are a lot better. Let's revisit one of his earlier films, Dumbo.
Dumbo is a 2019 American fantasy adventure movie. It's inspired by the 1941 animated movie of the same name. The movie is set in the year 1919. This is just after World War I. Production designer Rick Heinrich studied photographs and architecture from that era. Furthermore, costume designer Colleen Atwood used 90% vintage outfits from that era. Nico Parker plays Millie Ferrier. This is her feature film debut. She's the daughter of actress Thandie Newton and director Ol Parker. She filmed her part for this movie while her mother Thandie Newton was filming Solo, a Star Wars story on a nearby set. Millie owns several pet mice. Furthermore, the mice are dressed in a red circus outfit. This is a reference to the character Timothy Q. Mouse from the original 1941 Dumbo movie. The outfits that the mice wear are very similar to Timothy Q. Mouse's outfit. Colin Farrell plays Holt Ferrier. Bill Hader, Chris Pine, and Casey Affleck were offered the role of Holt Ferrier, but they passed on it and Colin Farrell was cast. All three members of the Ferrier family are using fake American accents. Colin Farrell's from Ireland, and Finley Robbins and Nico Parker are English. Danny DeVito plays Max Medici, the owner of the circus. This is Danny DeVito's fourth time working with Tim Burton. After Batman Returns, Mars attacks and Big Fish. It's mentioned that Mrs. Jumbo is an Asian elephant. This is the exact same breed of elephant Mrs. Jumbo was in the original 1941 Dumbo movie. Max Medici owns a pet monkey. This monkey is very similar to Abu from the 1992 Aladdin movie. We see a bunch of storks fly by. This is a reference to the original 1941 Dumbo movie. In that movie, storks deliver the baby animals. The phrase "a face only a mother could love" is used to describe Dumbo. This exact phrase was also mentioned in the original 1941 Dumbo movie. Dumbo is able to fly from the start. The original 1941 Dumbo movie ends with Dumbo flying. However, this movie begins with him flying. This is to show that this movie is not a complete shot-for-shot remake. It tells a completely different story based on the existing characters. Holt Ferrier is missing his left arm, which he lost during the war. He is given a fake left arm by Max Medici. Towards the end of the movie, we see that he gets a metal arm. This is similar to the Winter Soldier in Avengers Infinity War. The Winter Soldier is also missing his left arm, and he was given a vibranium arm by King T'Challa in Wakanda. Miss Atlantis says the phrase "to be or not to be, that is the question." This is actually a quote from William Shakespeare's play Hamlet. It's from Act 3, Scene 1, and the character Prince Hamlet is the one who says it. The ground of the circus is a yellow circle with a red star in the middle. This is a reference to the Pixar ball. The Pixar ball is yellow with a red star in the middle. Pixar is also owned by Disney, so this is a pretty awesome Easter egg. Mrs. Jumbo is locked in a cage and there's a mad elephant sign. The mad elephant sign is a reference to the original 1941 Dumbo movie. Dumbo needs a feather in order to fly. This is another reference to the original 1941 Dumbo movie. In that movie, Timothy Q. Mouse gave Dumbo a feather from one of the crows, and that's what gave Dumbo the confidence to fly. Dumbo wears clown makeup and has to perform in a fireman act to put out a burning building. The same exact thing happened in the original 1941 Dumbo movie. Michael Keaton plays V.A. Vanderveer, the entrepreneur who acquires the circus. This is Michael Keaton's fourth time working with Tim Burton, after Beetlejuice, Batman, and Batman Returns. Furthermore, this is Michael Keaton's fourth Disney movie. He was also in Herbie Fully Loaded, Cars, and Toy Story 3. Eva Green plays Colette Marchand, a French trapeze artist. This is Eva Green's third time working with Tim Burton, after Dark Shadows and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Furthermore, it's mentioned that Colette is a street performer from Paris. Eva Green is actually from Paris. Additionally, this is the second Disney movie to have a heroine named Colette, after the 2007 movie Ratatouille. Colette says hello there. This is a reference to Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan Kenobi also said hello there. V.A. Vanderveer's amusement park is called Dreamland. There was actually a real amusement park called Dreamland. It was at Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York City, and it operated from 1904 to 1911. There's a reference to Marie Curie. Marie Curie was a Polish physicist and chemist. She was actually the first woman to win the Nobel Prize. Dreamland's slogan is "Make the impossible possible." This is actually the slogan for Disney Careers. The place where Dumbo is performing at is called Colosseum. This is a reference to the oval amphitheater in the center of the city of Rome, Italy. The Colosseum was mainly used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles. V.A. Vanderveer calls Holt Ferrier a one-armed wonder. This is a reference to the professional baseball outfielder Pete Gray. Pete Gray lost his right arm in a childhood accident. Despite this, he played for the St. Louis Browns. Pete Gray's nickname was One-Armed Wonder. The dance choreography in the movie is similar to Busby Berkeley's work. He would often include complex geometric patterns in the musical productions that he developed. Alan Arkin plays J. Griffin Remington. He also appeared in Tim Burton's other movie, Edward Scissorhands. Dumbo is wearing a triangular-shaped headpiece with a letter D on it. This is similar to the original 1941 Dumbo movie. In that movie, Dumbo was carrying a flag with the letter D on it before he launched himself into the air. Before Dumbo performs his act at the Colosseum, there's a pink elephant bubble show. The pink elephant bubbles is a reference to the original 1941 Dumbo movie. Dumbo and Timothy Q. Mouse accidentally got drunk on champagne and started to hallucinate pink elephants. American ring announcer Michael Buffer plays the circus ringmaster Baritone Bates. He's very well known for his catchphrase, "Let's get ready to rumble." In the movie, he says, "Let's get ready for Dumbo." The weather vane at the the end is a young elephant holding onto the tail of an older elephant. This is another reference to the original 1941 Dumbo movie. The Baby Mine song plays during the end credits. This is a song from the original 1941 Dumbo movie. It was actually nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song at the 14th Academy Awards. Sharon Rooney was the one who performed the song in the movie. Danny Elfman worked on the music for the movie. He has also worked on many other Tim Burton movies, including Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, and Batman Returns, just to name a few. Will Smith and Tom Hanks were both approached for a role in the movie. Will Smith was interested, but he declined to do Bad Boys for Life instead. He would also later sign on to play the genie in Aladdin. The movie's working title was Big Ears. That's quite fitting considering Dumbo has very big ears. You'll notice that there's not a single black and white striped outfit in the movie. This is because costume designer Colleen Atwood purposely avoided this. She said that it would be too predictable because it's one of Tim Burton's trademarks. Danny DeVito's daughter Lucy DeVito also appears in the movie. She plays a coat check girl. This movie has a runtime of about 130 minutes. That's more than double the runtime of the original 1941 Dumbo movie. Aaron Kruger was the movie's screenwriter. He's probably best known for writing 3 out of 5 of the Transformers movies, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, and Age of Extinction. The movie was first announced on July 8, 2014. Tim Burton was announced as the director on March 10, 2015. Creature performer Ed Osmond would use a green suit and play Dumbo while filming certain scenes. This movie actually used practical sets for the most part. This is unlike most of Disney's other live-action remakes. The movie's title cards were created by Matt Curtis. He also worked on another Disney movie, Around the World in 80 Days. This movie has 1 Oscar winner, Alan Arkin, and 2 Oscar nominees, Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito. Well, that's it for this video. What did you think of Dumbo? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. Also, let me know which is your favorite live-action Disney movie. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications for my channel so you never miss a video.
As you can see, Dumbo is a delightful and whimsical adventure, featuring engaging performances and a charm that captivates from start to finish. In stark contrast, SAO is a tedious, uninspired mess, a real dumpster fire of a series that struggles to keep even the most dedicated viewers' interest. While Dumbo offers a magical escape, SAO wallows in cliché, dull storytelling, and forgettable characters, making it an exhausting slog. If you're looking for another Disney live-action remake, watch Mulan.
Welcome to the recap for Mulan 2020. The movie takes place in Imperial China. While Mulan is a skilled and adventurous young girl, Mulan's parents want her to get married to a good husband. They're worried because Mulan has strong ki energy, which is apparently only supposed to be for male warriors, not daughters. We are then taken to the Silk Road in northwest China, and we meet Xian Yang, a powerful witch who's able to take over other people's bodies. The Warrens, who are led by Bori Khan, invade an imperial garrison. Xian Yang takes over a soldier's body and reports this attack to the Emperor of China. As a result of this, the Emperor issues a decree where every family must supply 1 man so that they can build an army to fight the Warrens. Xian Yang also has the ability to shapeshift into a falcon. She's working with Bori Khan because she was always exiled and wants a place where she's accepted for who she is. Bori Khan promises a home for Xian Yang when he sits on the throne. Mulan is now a young woman, and her parents force her to meet with the matchmaker to find a suitable husband. During the meeting, there is a spider which causes everyone to freak out. Ultimately, the session ends poorly, and the matchmaker dishonors Mulan's family. Imperial soldiers arrive at the village, and they recruit men to join the army. Mulan's father says he will fight since there are no other men in the family. Mulan knows that her father is very weak and doesn't have a high chance of survival, so she takes her father's equipment and runs away from home to join the army in his place. After a few days of travel, Mulan eventually arrives at the training camp, which is headed by Commander Tung. Mulan disguises herself as a man and says that her name is Hua Zhang. Mulan and the other inexperienced soldiers train to become ready for war. We learn that Bori Khan wants to get revenge on the emperor for his father's death. He orders Xian Yang to destroy the next garrison. Back at the camp, the soldiers receive more training, but they have to cut everything short because they're being called into war. During the battle, Mulan goes off on her own and tries to chase down some enemy troops. She's then confronted by Xian Yang. Xian Yang can see through Mulan's disguise and knows that she's lying about being a man. Xian Yang tries to kill Mulan, but Mulan's armor is able to prevent any injuries. Mulan tries to stop pretending and reveals her true identity. She returns to the war and tricks the Warrens into firing their trebuchet on a nearby snowy mountain. Mulan then uses her ki to cause an avalanche, which kills the Warrens. Fortunately, Mulan's battalion survives the avalanche, and she tells everyone who she truly is. Commander Tung expels Mulan from the army for being an imposter, and she returns home. However, Mulan is once again confronted by Xian Yang. Xian Yang tells Mulan that she understands exactly how she feels, because she was just like her. Xian Yang asks Mulan to join her because they will be stronger together and take their place. but Mulan refuses because she already knows her place. It's her duty to fight for the kingdom and protect the emperor. Mulan risks execution and returns back to her battalion. She warns them about Bari Khan's real plan. The garrison attacks were just a distraction. Bari Khan's actual goal is to sneak into the imperial city and kill the emperor. Commander Tung doesn't believe Mulan, but the rest of the battalion speaks up and supports her. Commander Tung then trusts Mulan and tells her that she will lead them into the imperial city. Xian Yang takes over the chancellor's body and tells the emperor that Bari Khan has infiltrated the city and offers a duel. The emperor gathers his troops and leaves the city. The fake chancellor orders all the guardsmen to assemble in the square. Mulan and the others arrive at the imperial city only to find out that it's an ambush. The emperor walks right into Bari Khan's trap and he's captured. Mulan's allies fight the Warrens and Mulan goes off on her own to save the emperor. But upon arriving at the throne room, Mulan meets Xian Yang. Mulan is able to convince Xian Yang to take the noble path and join the good side. Xian Yang transforms into a falcon and leads Mulan to Bari Khan and the emperor. Bari Khan realizes that Xian Yang led Mulan here. He shoots an arrow towards Mulan, but Xian Yang sacrifices herself and saves Mulan. Before dying, Xian Yang tells Mulan to take her place. Mulan fights Bari Khan, and during the fight, her sword slips out of her hand and lands into the fire. But Mulan is eventually able to overpower Bari Khan and kills him by kicking an arrow into his heart. Mulan rescues the emperor, and then there's a huge celebration back at the imperial city. The emperor invites Mulan to join the emperor's guard as an officer. While Mulan is deeply honored by this invitation, she declines because she just wants to return home and make amends with her family. The emperor allows Mulan to leave, and she has a heartfelt conversation with Hong Wei before finally arriving back at her village. There's a touching reunion between Mulan and her family members. Commander Tung and a few other soldiers also arrive at Mulan's village. They give Mulan a gift for saving the dynasty. The gift is a new sword marked with the pillars of virtue: loyal, brave, true, and a fourth virtue, devotion to family. The soldiers tell Mulan that the emperor urges her to reconsider his invitation to join the emperor's guard as an officer. Finally, the movie ends with a voiceover from Mulan's father about how Mulan became a soldier, a leader, and a legend. What did you think of Mulan? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe so you'll never miss a future upload.
Additionally, if you want another fantastic fantasy film, check out Harry Potter.
Hey there, fellow wizards and muggles. Today we're going to talk about why Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is the perfect introduction to the wizarding world and why it's a great way to start a franchise. First of all, let's talk about the story. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone tells the story of a young orphan boy named Harry who discovers he's a wizard and gets whisked away to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It's a classic hero's journey tale that's both exciting and relatable. This structure is tried and true, and it's a format that has been used in countless stories throughout history. But what sets Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone apart is its execution. The story has twists and turns, and it keeps the audience engaged from beginning to end. The story is full of wonder and imagination. The movie is a visual feast that transports you to a world full of magic and possibilities. The story is also filled with memorable characters. Their motivations and struggles are relatable, and their interactions are both humorous and heartwarming. But perhaps what makes the story of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone so timeless is its themes. The story is a celebration of friendship, bravery, and standing up for what's right. It's a message that is universal and resonates with audiences of all ages. The story also explores more complex themes, such as the importance of choice and the dangers of prejudice and intolerance. These themes are handled with nuance and maturity, and they provide the story with a depth that elevates it beyond a simple children's tale. And of course, we can't forget about the world building. The story takes place in a richly detailed and imaginative world of magic and wizardry. The magical creatures, spells, and locations are all brought to life in a way that is both believable and enchanting. The attention to detail in the set design, costumes, and special effects is simply breathtaking. Furthermore, the movie introduces the audience to a rich world that has its own unique history, geography, and culture. The wizarding world is presented as a place of magic and mystery, with a fascinating hierarchy and set of rules that dictate how magic is used. The audience is immersed in this world, with its own language, customs, and traditions, making it feel as if they are a part of it. The movie also effectively portrays the characters that inhabit this world. The casting of the main characters, including Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, Emma Watson as Hermione Granger, and Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley, was perfect, and the actors brought the characters to life in a believable and engaging way. The relationships between the characters, as well as the conflicts they face, add depth to the world. The movie immerses the audience in a world that is full of magic, while also providing a nuanced story. It is no wonder that this movie has become a classic and a favorite among fans of the Harry Potter franchise. The movie provides a form of escapism, allowing viewers to transport themselves to a magical world that is vastly different from their own. This sense of escapism is appealing to many people, but what really makes Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone a fantastic way to start a franchise is its characters. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are instantly likable. They're not perfect, but that's what makes them so endearing. Watching them navigate the world of magic is a joy, and their friendship is the heart of the movie. Each character has their own unique personality and motivations that make them stand out. The characters are also relatable and realistic. Despite living in a world of magic and wizardry, they struggle with everyday problems like friendship, family, and school, just like any ordinary person. This relatability allows the audience to connect with the characters on a personal level, making them more invested in their journey. Another strength of the characters in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is their development. Throughout the story, we see Harry, Ron, and Hermione grow and change as they face challenges and overcome obstacles. This character growth is essential to their journey and makes their triumphs all the more satisfying. The bond between Harry, Ron, and Hermione is the heart of the story, and their friendship is tested and strengthened throughout their journey. The characters also have complex relationships with their families, their professors, and their enemies, adding depth to their interactions. Even the minor characters leave a lasting impression. But it's not just the characters that make Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone great. The movie also has a powerful message about the power of love and the importance of friendship. These themes are universal and resonate with audiences of all ages. The themes of identity, friendship, and self-discovery are woven throughout the story. One of the most prominent themes in the movie is the power of love. This theme is a timeless one that resonates with audiences of all ages and has been a driving force behind the success of the Harry Potter franchise. Another important theme in the movie is the struggle between good and evil. The story's conflict between Harry and his friends and the forces of darkness, led by Voldemort, is a classic one that has resonated with audiences for generations. The themes of sacrifice, heroism, and redemption all contribute to the movie's exploration of this theme. The theme of destiny is also present in the movie, with Harry's journey to becoming a wizard and his inevitable confrontation with Voldemort being foretold by prophecy. This theme adds a sense of inevitability to the story and raises questions about free will and determinism. But perhaps what makes the themes of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone so awesome is their ability to inspire and empower audiences. The themes of friendship, love, and self-discovery encourage viewers to embrace their own strengths and follow their own paths, while the themes of sacrifice, heroism, and redemption inspire them to stand up for what is right and fight for what they believe in. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer, the themes of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone are sure to leave a lasting impression and inspire you to embrace your own journey. And let's not forget about the music. The music of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is composed by the legendary film composer John Williams, who is known for his iconic scores in movies like Star Wars and Jaws. Williams' score for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is no exception, featuring memorable themes and motifs that perfectly capture the magical world of Hogwarts and the adventures of our heroes. The main theme of the movie, Hedwig's theme, is one of the most recognizable and beloved movie themes of all time. Its haunting melody and orchestration perfectly capture the sense of wonder and adventure that is at the heart of the story. But the score isn't just about the main theme. Each character and location in the movie has its own distinct musical motif, adding depth and character to the story. The music also adds to the emotional impact of the story. But perhaps what makes the music of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone so good is its ability to transport the audience to another world. The combination of Williams' masterful composition and the movie's stunning visuals create a sense of immersion that is truly enchanting. Whether you're a fan of movie music or just looking to be transported to a world of magic and wonder, the music of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is sure to enchant you. Now, some may argue that Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is too childish or too simplistic compared to the later movies in the franchise. But that's exactly what makes it such a nice way to start. It's accessible to younger audiences, but it also has enough complexity to keep older viewers engaged. Plus, starting with the first movie allows audiences to grow and develop alongside the characters. As the movies progress, the tone becomes darker and more mature, but that only makes the journey more rewarding. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone movie is a faithful adaptation of the book, which is highly appreciated by fans. The movie captures the essence of the story, characters, and settings from the book. For many fans, the movie represents a time in their lives when they first discovered the magic of the Harry Potter series. The movie holds a special place in their hearts, and they continue to revisit it for the comfort and nostalgia it provides. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released in November 2001, just a few months after the September 11th attacks in the United States. Many people found comfort in the world of Hogwarts and the escapism it provided during a time of uncertainty and fear. For younger viewers, the movie introduced them to the world of Harry Potter and sparked a lifelong love for the series. Many fans grew up with the series and feel a deep sense of nostalgia for the early movies. Additionally, the movie's release coincided with the holiday season, making it a family-friendly option for holiday movie nights. For many families, watching the movie together became a tradition, adding to the nostalgia factor. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is a movie that has enchanted audiences for over 2 decades and continues to capture the hearts of new generations. It brings back memories of the wonder and excitement of discovering the wizarding world for the first time. But even for those who are new to the franchise, the movie offers an immersive experience that transports viewers to a world of imagination. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone movie provides a perfect balance of humor and suspense that keeps viewers engaged and entertained. So if you haven't seen Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone yet, what are you waiting for? It's a classic movie that's both entertaining and meaningful. It's a movie that never never gets old. In conclusion, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is the perfect introduction to the wizarding world. It's a movie that's full of magic, wonder, and unforgettable characters, and it's a great way to start a franchise that has captured the hearts of millions of fans around the world. So grab your broomsticks and get ready to be transported to a world of magic and adventure. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is a timeless masterpiece. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.